Hey guys, it's a hilltop dipper here. I decided to make a video today, and I know a lot of YouTube dippers have explained this in a video, and I'd love to, but a lot of new ideas have come to dipping for this channel, like new ideas for videos, and there's plenty of stuff to try. I've been dipping with, nah, I've been sticking with Copenhagen dips for the past while. I'm gonna try to get more different ones, and definitely a different one once I turn 18, which that's in a couple months. But anyways, I'm gonna use my daily dip today. Talk about my first dipping experience. Now, I still have the can. Let me go grab that quick. I got some water. I just put ice cubes in this fucking thing, and they're gone. That's how hot it is in my room, even though AC's running in the hallway. Alright, I got the can. But let's take a pinch Copenhagen wintergreen first. Oh, has anybody else ever noticed these? Like these little balls of dips that form? Anyone else ever notice that? That's just me and my personal weirdness. It seems kind of odd. Oh, the fuck will, still dip. Alright, so now that I have that in, I don't know what it is about straight dips, but they always seem to fuck up my gums more. Oh well. Now, my first dip ever was actually a wintergreen, and it probably wasn't the smartest to actually dip this. Even though I could have chose between American Snuff dip or a US smokeless. Copenhagen Skull is US smokeless, and Grizzly, and I forget who else at the moment. I'll have to do more research, probably. But, like, Grizzly is American snuff. This is a can that I took my first pinch out of. Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen. I'm going to say this right now. I think, even though my favorite is Copenhagen, I still say Grizzly is the highest of the high premium dips. Just because, well, I dipped a can of regular Grizzly Wintergreen, and that I never found a stem. I liked the cut, but it was kind of rough on my gums, and it had a lot more nicotine. That's why I think it's a higher up dip, in my personal opinion. Even though Copenhagen is my favorite. And it's I'll say the can of Grizzly Wintergreen, the bottom of it, a lot thicker plastic than Copenhagen's. The metal lid, tin lid, is a lot stiffer than Copenhagen's. A thick, beefy design. I like Copenhagen. Even the can's fine. I don't care about the fucking can. It could be flimsy as shit. I wouldn't care. I just want the stuff inside. But even so, as a dark flavor, I mean, it ain't bad at all. I just prefer, dipping wise, I prefer a sweeter kind of dip, and that's why I have a sweet tooth. I mean, I drink Kickstarts. I put shit ton of sugar in my coffee, put creamer, I put milk in my coffee. Shit, half my trash can's full of fucking candy wrappers. And, well, probably since I'm fucking 17 and I work on a farm, that's why I really don't have any fat on me. And that's why I can burn through all those fucking calories. But Copenhagen's my #1 dip in my heart. And I will dip Copenhagen over Grizzly any day. Even though I think it's weird that Grizzly overall is one of the best of the best. It's one of the higher end dips. Not that Copenhagen's not a high end dip. They're a very high end dip. They're very popular. Kind of get what I'm saying? I bet it's kind of confusing, but anyways, let's get into the story. I was with my buddy Sam and my buddies Sam and Brian, and we were on an FFA trip. Some technology day thing in this 10-acre plot of land. That was a wheat field that was already mowed off and everything. And Sam had a can of Grizzly Dark Wintergreen, this can, and Brian had a can of Skull Cherry. Got a text. course, my baby girl texted me. But anyways, get back to the dip. We were walking around and they had their dip, and I never had dip before. I knew what dip was, and how to dip, because kind of at the time I thought I was a badass for dipping the jerky chew shit. You put half a fucking can and look like you're gonna be all the way over here, even though it went everywhere and it tasted good, and you probably swallowed it within 5 minutes because it tastes so good, damn good. But that's what I did. But Sam gave me the can. There's a tiny bit yet left. A small pinch, probably only this, but I didn't even take that much. I took something like this for my dip. Now, I've never been exposed to dip before, or nicotine, I should say. So, I took that little ass pinch, and immediately I got a buzz from absolute hell. I mean, it, it blew my fucking mind away, and I had a major head rush, and I was teetering and tottering, and all that fancy shit, and I was walking around with them, and I could hardly walk straight to me, even though Sam said I was walking perfectly fine. But anyways, so I had this dip in probably 15 minutes. It was a little ass pinch, and even after 15 minutes I was spitting like crazy. I could still taste it, and I was like, man, I don't feel too good. I'm getting kind of nauseous, so I take it out, and we go walk around a little bit longer, maybe another 10 minutes, 15 maybe, and I sit down, and I said, Sam, I don't feel too good at the moment. He said, you want some water? I said, sure. So he went and grabbed a couple bottles of water for me. I think 2 first. I drank the 1, and I was starting to feel better. But then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna throw up. So, and he said, get to the shitter. Of course, there's a porta potty 40 feet away. There wasn't anyone there, so I was at least at the porta potty. But where we were sitting, we were in this big tent. Well, and we were in the back corner, away from all the food and water. Everyone else was by the front part. We were in the back corner. There was probably only 30 people in the tent, even though it could probably hold 100. And so I started to get up, and I put my hands on the side of the chair to help lift myself up, and then it hit me, and I just hurled over. I hit my head on the edge of the table, knocked my head off onto the ground, and started puking, and I started hacking. I got it halfway on my boot, got a little on my hat, but oh fucking well. And I was probably sitting there with my head leaning over, barfing for like 5 minutes, even though I had 2 or 3 good blows of puke on the ground, and the rest I was pretty much just hacking up air. And then I just kind of put my head on the edge of the table and kind of sit there. And Sam and Brian were sitting there fucking laughing, and everyone else in the front was fucking staring over like, what the fuck's his problem? And after that, I drink like 2 bottles of water, and I start feeling fine again. I still was kind of nauseous in the stomach, and I had a bit of headache. That's pretty much how that went. And after that, I pretty much sat down for 2 hours. And I honestly didn't feel the best. I started feeling better before we left. And this thing is fucking juicing up like crazy. Not even that big of a pinch, honestly. But anyways, that's my dip story. Now, ever since then, pretty much was hooked on dip. And my second dip was Copenhagen Southern Blend. And I got a buzz out of this world from that too, even though it was a tiny ass pinch. Then I started to get used to it, and I probably on average pack lips like this. Smaller ones, but just enough to feel something, but nothing to absolutely go fucking haywire. But that's how I've been doing it. And some people have some crazy dip stories. Some throw up, some don't. And I'm not ashamed that I threw up, because Grizzly is the highest nicotine dip brand out there, to my knowledge. So, and I was told by Sam and Brian I took that like a champ, and he was surprised that it took that long for me to barf. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video right here. I don't know how long it is, but anyways, this is a hilltop dipper. Hopefully, if you are dipping, dip something good. Don't dip something you hate, even though I'm probably gonna do that. Well, I'm gonna say this right now. The Cope Straight, I don't know if I said this in the review, but the more I go through the can, the more I start to dislike it. Even though it tastes really good at first. But by the end of the can, I'm fucking sick of it. I'll dip it every once in a while. It's still a good dip, but it's just something about straight dips I don't honestly like. But anyways, that's the end of this video. This is a Hilltop Dipper. See you next time.